of the gods or halls of the dead? Which is it? Is there a difference? Look, another live one. Oh, sorry. I should speak more quietly. Don't want to disturb the dead, or the Daedra crawling all over this place. Me? I'm the keeper of the hall. I am guardian of the gate between here and... Yes, especially that cruel, twisted lady Septima Than, I believe she is called. She has broken all the rules. I told her as much, I did. But she would not listen. She's in the Chamber of Passage. But it is a forbidden place. Oh, they're scattered all over this place, everywhere. Getting them to talk is the hard part. They're quiet types. I hope Frandar lets you pass. I also hope he has more clarity than I do. I wonder, do I live here? That is a strange choice of words. Yes, indeed. If we knew that, then presumably we could force her to leave. That would... Do I live? It is not as far as it sounds, but you do have to die to get there. It is where mortal souls...
I know you, your spirit. But you belong in this place no more than the others, the invaders. Why do you come here? Why do you disturb my rest? Of all the places in this temple you do not belong, it is there you belong the least. But I sense that where the others have come to violate the chamber's sanctity, you have come to restore it. I will give you my blessing. If you prove worthy. The invaders have taken my scrolls, full of sacred writings from the Book of Circles. They describe the principles one must master in the various seasons of life. scrolls speak of the principles of wisdom, discipline, sacrifice, and devotion. The seasons of life in which I mastered these principles. Look to the passing of time, to the order of the sun, star. Scrolls look to the passing of time, to the order of the sun. have my blessing. Now you must seek my sun spirit. Speak to Divad.
I sense great determination in you, Living One. But very few of the living are foolish enough to trespass in these hallowed halls. Even fewer are foolish enough to seek entrance into the Chamber of Passage. This is your intention, though, is it not? And you have already achieved in life that which gave me great difficulty. My father's influence, though, was only one aspect of what guided my life's purpose. In truth, it was my mother's role, the sacrifice she made, that defined my destiny. When Emperor Hira's soldiers came to arrest me, they struck my mother and she was slain. It wasn't until that moment I embraced the way of the sword. To earn my blessing, light the braziers in the chamber above in the colors to honor her sacrifice. You'll find the braziers are already lit. You must simply cycle through the colors on each brazier to match the memory of my mother's final moments. It's getting the colors in the correct order that matters. Turn and observe the moment of my mother's sacrifice. Remember it as I do. Take it into your heart and light the fires of my memory. Honor my mother's sacrifice. Thank you for honoring my mother's memory. You have my blessing. Now you must seek out Makela Leki.
From the sides!
It takes a brave soldier to enter the Chamber of Passage, but courage alone is not what defines a warrior. One has already breached the chamber without my blessing, but you come behind seeking just that, do you not? And by seeking our blessing, you show that you deserve such an honor. The one who breached the chamber, this Septima Tharn, she has strength, courage, and even wisdom, but she lacks an essential quality of a true Onsei. The answer is the key to my blessing. You will find several impressive swords in this chamber. They are only symbols of ideals. But bring me the blade a true swordsinger would wield, and I will grant you entrance to the Chamber of Passage. You must think as Swordsinger would. Which blade would be... You must think as Swordsinger would. Very well then. Which blade is it? Well done. A true Swordsinger would select the training sword because it is the swordsman, not...
heroes? Gods, Imperials, who's in charge here? You! You've earned the blessings of the heroes, but blessings will only get you through the door. Are you really ready for what lies on the other side? Something that no mortal has ever seen. Until that nasty woman went in there, of course. And who knows what she might have done. The real mystery is what's a woman like that wanting to do to the far shores, of course. This is it. This is... You think it's just an elaborate suicide plot? Afraid I don't share your optimism.
Look, Emmerich, your savior has arrived. Or is that your executioner?
It's good that you're here, my friend. Though, I'm afraid I may be dying. You're a good friend, courageous and loyal, and all that. But you're a terrible liar. I suppose I must say goodbye, my friend. I'll see you on the other side.
You're here too. Can you get us back? It's quite pleasant here, but I'm not ready to die yet. We can't let them win.
Hush now, Emmerich. Your death matters little. There are other kings. It's this one I wanted. The one who's been holding the Covenant together at every turn. The vestige from Cold Harbor. You didn't think I knew, did you? I did, and I knew I couldn't kill you. On Mundus. Here, though, you're severed from Cold Harbor, from your soul. Here, you're stuck. Goodbye now.
Insolent necromancer! The Far Shores is no prison in which you can place your enemies! You dare to come here and then expect to live freely? I think not. You, though, are no less a fool. An honorable fool. But a fool nonetheless. Very well, though. I have an offer. Slay this wretched woman, and you and your liege can return to the Mundus.
I'll leave whenever I damn well please. But I'll enjoy teaching you both a lesson in power first. The dead are mine to command. Hellshira, rise and fight!
Well, that was demoralizing, wasn't it?
Your death matters little, Emmerich.
I can't believe she said that. I don't know, though. Is it true? That's a relief, I suppose. There's some part of me that wants to stay here, but I'd have regrets for all eternity, wouldn't I? Since I'm in the fortunate position of having a choice, I think I prefer you take me back.
Were it truly your time, I might invite you to remain here in the far shores. You have earned the right to be here. It is not your time, though, so you must go. Take your liege back, restore him, and then you must all leave the Hall of Heroes.
My cousin. My king. I think I've run out of tears at this point.
There I am, still dead. So do I just climb back in? There. Easier than I thought. That knife wound still smarts, but it's good to be alive.
I think before I said I'd seen it all. Well, I was wrong.
That was an experience I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'd say that you went beyond the call of duty, but I think you went even beyond that. Of course, Septima was actually after you, wasn't she? I suppose so. Furthermore, I'm grateful now that Septima never returned my affections. Mara's mercy, that woman did not age well. She's irrelevant now, though, thanks to you. I suspect, however, that we can't afford to rest on our laurels just yet. Truthfully, I think a few days' rest are well deserved on both our parts. Not at the sea.
I think before I...
Keep moving.
Don't give us any trouble.
Well,
Keep to your own business.
What is it?
A little help would be very appreciated.
Line it up!
You there. A little help would be very appreciated. I don't believe... Thank the sands. Name's Damarina. I'm a Covenant... Tal, Papa, and I owe you one. I was carrying orders when they came. They contained... You'll want to find... Major... I'm going to find a place to lay low. Tal, Papa, watch over us both.
Mike once met Captain
Go. Don't worry about it. You've heard of it. Well, it
If you have the respect of Clan Murtaugh, I...
Please.
Have you come?
What is it?
Sarah. If you...
I understand we've...
Anything I can do for you?
Once you are...
What do you want?
Look! There's a sigil, right there. Don't you see it? It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That's because you aren't a vampire or a werewolf. Hold on, I've got just the thing. Here, a blood pendant. It lets me... We follow the sigils, of course. The Grey Host survivor must have used these as a guide, and they were made for that specific purpose. Now, let's see where they lead. Another one. Keep going west. Another one. Keep going west. South here. Not that we have a choice. East, down that tunnel. Let's go south, up those steps. East here, and down again. Another one, northeast around this corner. Northeast around this corner. Keep going straight. I think we're close. Ha! This must be it! Now how to go about opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside. Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrin. Looks like he had quite the setup down here. I'm surprised that's lasted all this time. Wait, what's that? Let me see it. I don't know. No. I've seen this signet before. Or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandis, had one. But why would he have... You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think. Over here. Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage. Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandis may have been involved with the Grey Host thousands of years ago and never told us. That disturbs me, and that never happens. I want to investigate this quietly before I involve the rest of the family. Other members of the house might be around. If they see us, they'll ask questions. I don't want to sully Verandis' memory with whatever this is. Not until we know for sure. I want to figure this out before we involve anyone else. I don't want it to matter, but it does. Why would he keep this from me?
I need to see what's in the castle cellar. That's where he stored his private possessions. We followed his wishes and never disturbed the place. Until now. Come on, let's go. This way. The door's over here. And down we go. Keep moving. There's a ladder. Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked. Give me a moment. Hurry now. Inside. See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes. Just a crate of knickknacks. Nothing important. Keep looking. I doubt anyone's been down. Not in there either. Ugh, verandas. Why are you so good at hiding things? Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe. Opened. Let's see what's inside. What is this place? Did Verandis use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you? That letter. What does it say? That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey Host. What? Verandis, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandis was part of the Grey Host. There has to be more to this. Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow.
These assassins. They thought they were...
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on, Let's go see what's on this secret island. Answers, I hope. Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. Let's just go. That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth. We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie. Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find... We discovered a signet that looks just like one my mentor, Count Verandis, used to have. A signet that belonged to Rada al-Saran. When we searched Ravenwatch Castle, we found an old letter to Verandis, requesting he come to a secret island. Not much. The letter mentioned a name, Greyhome. Kind of pretentious if you ask me. And there's supposed to be a castle. If it's still there after all these centuries, maybe we can learn more about Verandis and his connection to the Grey Host. I don't know what to think. Maybe he was forced to join them, or lied to, or tricked, or... You know what? Speculating is pointless. We have an island to find. Let's get on with it. No, but I'm sure it was the same as the one from Viridian Watch. Not that it matters. You read the damn letter. It proves... I don't know what it proves. That... This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandis here, then I'm not sure where else to look. While it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there, I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps. I don't know, something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen... Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think... Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals. Good at this. find another ward crystal. Definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle. The way looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside. I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive. This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells. By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant. Then you're already an expert. You learned quite a bit from that experience, yes? Verandis isn't here, but by using his blood we can achieve the same result. I prepared the potion. It's on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word. It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you. Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting. Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Verandis Ravenwatch. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I am Pentarch Kavan Indoril. An odd question from one of Rada al-Saran's esteemed Grey Council. We are all here for the same reasons, are we not? Power over life and death. Control over our own fate. Is that why you've returned after so long away? You were lonely? I must confess, I find every day away from the inside.
Verandis, my dear, it has been so long. Where have you been hiding yourself? You're not still pursuing that silly little hobby of yours, are you? So you are. Oh, Verandis, your endless wellspring of positivity is absolutely refreshing. You are such a generous soul. I must say, but Isn't that why we have thralls? So we can take as much as we wish. They don't mind, do they? Oh, are you going to speak with Lord Rada?
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone. When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane. As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate. The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. Grey Home is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. Why do I even try to talk to you about so—
Verandis, look! It's wonderful! Such pretty lights. Oh, I'll admit I do miss the trees, but everyone is so friendly here, and the food, they're so— Oh, but that's no fun, is it? It's like hunting a beast in a cage. Where's the challenge? No, Verandis—
Interested?
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters. Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself. To cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be— How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope— How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran. I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had—
Verandis, my friend. At long last.
Verandis! How good of you to join us! Gorge! Ha!
This is just a midday snack! Ever since we came... I probably shouldn't have mentioned that.
How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for? To parley with the mortal queen? I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not. For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves. Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times, drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe. Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days. They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life. Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. Of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verandis.
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you. Everything is ready for you, my lord. We moved your belongings into the study and provided...
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream walk potion and drink it. You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you all right? Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Verandis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host? Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely. Only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel? Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with it. Verandis' study is still intact, maybe we can find that all this time, his scent lingers in this place. Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing! What did it say? Let me see that. Huh. Ritual's simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever... Right. Zingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go... Verandis gave his life for Rivenspire, and what was his reward? Cold Harbor and an eternity of torment in the hands of Molag Bal. This will... Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber. That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual. Good. Now place the reliquary. The ritual. It's working. Is that really you?
Must feed.
Stop! It's me, Gwendis! Are you all right?
My apologies. The process doesn't leave one in their right mind.
I'm just glad you're alive. But Verandis, we need to talk.
Yes, of course, my child. Let us all go outside and speak.
It's a miracle. Verandis back from the dead. I can't believe we saved him.
I didn't expect to ever see you again, my friend. After we parted at the Doomcrag, I resigned myself to an eternity in Cold Harbor. But it seems my fate was not yet written. You and Gwendis saved me. I am more grateful than you can ever imagine. That is unfortunate. I believed that part of my past was dead and buried. My involvement with the Grey Council ended so very long ago. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, to no avail. Then know that I truly regret not trying harder to convince Rada al-Saran and the Grey Council. Perhaps I could have averted the war. Alas, we'll never know. But why the sudden interest in ancient history, Why this obsession with the Grey Host? What? How is that even possible? And what am I saying? Haven't I just returned from the dead? I must look into this. Find out what the Grey Host has planned. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will answer that call. You have no idea what torments I have suffered in Cold Harbor. I appreciate the...
I started out seeking information about the Grey Host only to discover that my mentor had a hand in their creation. As angry as that made me, I was comforted to know Verandis. I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret. But we'll work it out. Eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him. That he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch. Of course, there's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can. And once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do. Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, and for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you. I never thought I'd see you again. So much has happened.
I know, Gwendis. We have much to discuss. Come, let us return to Ravenwatch Castle. The Grey Host must be dealt with. When the time...
Verandis and I need to talk. A lot. But as soon as...
Azura's champion returns! I saw you in my visions. You stood atop a mound of corpses, destroying Daedra by the hundreds. It was cathartic. At long last, yes. I gazed through an ocean of screams, and, well, I won't frighten you with the particular. My first visions were of... Wait. What's that?
How could I be such a Breton? Oh, what was I thinking? I should have known a pretty little Breton lady wasn't interested in me. It was just that we had so much in common. She was quiet, she wanted to be a mage. It was all a lie, and now I'll be kicked out of the guild. Lady Edwige, most beautiful woman I ever saw. I met her last night near the Mages Guild in Hollandstand. Vindication for the Dragon Break. Seemed innocent enough, but as soon as she got it, she called me a beefwit and walked away laughing. She brought the book here. I followed, but it's a witch's coven. Dozens of them. Trying to use the book for some evil ritual. Maybe something to do with turning back time? Only what we learned studying the history of magic. It was a catastrophic experiment conducted by members of the Alessian Order. They were trying to remove the I am. You are too, aren't you? Look, I know how bad this looks, but it's teaching me a valuable lesson.